ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this?
Internet, welcome. My name is Leah Rice. I am one half of the editors of the High TeaCast blogzine. If you're familiar with us, you'll also know that we have a range of podcasts out and we're about to start our own radio show. Welcome to my actual face, in your actual face, on the actual internet. What's really funny actually is that I went to press record on this thing and it was on the camera setting, took a picture, looks like this. So anyway, the High TeaCast, we've been going for a whole year now, and we thought it was about time we took our straight talking writing ways into straight talking ways via video, and that's what YouTube's for. So we thought we'd embrace that. This is not going to be some sort of hardcore scheduled military style operation. Me and Sam are together all the time. You'll see us all the time. Podcasting together, and we've got a whole series of that now. And as much as I love Sam, unless I literally move into her house, I'm not going to be able to get her in on every single video. So our dealio here is that we're inspired, we ad lib a video separately, sometimes we'll be together, but separately is how this is going to work, I think, and we'll upload it, and then you've got a whole channel of delightfulness at your doorstep. So there we are. That gone by, you've actually caught me on a particularly strange day. I am trembling. Look, check the trembles. Tremble. Because tomorrow our first ever local radio show goes live. And when I say live, I mean it's live as in I can't swear before the watershed. It's going to be a challenge. That will be on Hoxton Radio, 10 a.m. Get yourself, your ear holes down there, and let's do a bit of radioing. So to take my mind off the nerves, I decided now would be a good time to launch our YouTube channel. So yes, I'm a woman. You will have noticed. I think it's all the same down here, but there is no makeup tutorial or anything going down here. I think we've got enough of those. Very good they are, but as you can see, my makeup is on. Yeah, no makeup tutorials or any of that malarkey. We're going to be following in the footsteps of Briley Bishop and those pesky dames, and also, of course, they just so happen to be male, but we can't pretend that they didn't completely inspire us to begin this. Also, the likes of Alex Day, Charlie McDonald, Dan is on fire. We love them much, so our plan here is to do a healthy bit of straight talking, as our current readers and listeners will be perfectly used to. Naturally, I'm going to kick off the channel with the novel idea of coupling and a bit of Match.com. So everyone got engaged this week, everybody I know. My Facebook feed has been a whole story of so-and-so got married. Actually, 3 people got married on my Facebook, and about 16 billion people decided to propose to each other, and that is gorgeous, and congratulations to every single one of you. It's starting to make me freak out a bit, so if you could just slow down on the old forever togetherness, I'd appreciate it. My nerves would appreciate it. Seriously though, it's really brilliant. But at the tender age of 23, I just don't know how I feel about that in my life at the moment. I don't envision myself getting married, therefore probably won't get engaged. I don't know. I can't predict it, so we'll see how it goes. And what's kind of really sparked off a bit of a rant about this is that on a rare occasion, I got to join my mother to watch a little bit of the old television. She was watching Celebrity Mr. and Mrs. Can't be held responsible for her choice of channel. And the couple that I caught anyway, before I just went off and went upstairs to bash things out on the old computer, it was John Prescott and his wife. Now, I mean, it was I don't know what got me about it. It was just a standard episode of Celebrity Mr. and Mrs. answer questions about each other, bit of a giggle when they didn't agree, and all the usual situation. But I watched them, and they clearly, they're no longer a young couple. I don't know when they got engaged. I'm sure they were a young couple once. Probably have been young before. It's just, I looked at what they at least appear to have there, and it's awesome. So side by side unity for years and years, and dealing with each other all the time. day in and day out for years in their marital home, I'm guessing. And it's very beautiful, but you have to, from what I see, as a couple, and particularly as a married couple, when you've made your union pretty official, it's about as official as it gets, is you have to fit into each other's careers. You have to deal with each other's family. You have to deal with each other's friends who you're not always gonna like all of them. Definitely had that situation before. You have to just fit each other so well and make so many allowances and compromises, and I forget sometimes when I see everybody getting engaged and that wonderful thing happen, that sometimes actually I'm a little bit lucky to lead the single bachelorette life that I do for the time being. Whereas I forget that my partner in crime, Sam, she's married to the most wonderful man. Like you couldn't get much better than Andrew Sparrow. Up the Andrew. But I can just drop stuff and sod about, and I'm pretty. The word free isn't the right word, but I am lucky that I can be really selfish, and I forget that sometimes. And I think a lot of girls that I have seen, like girls I went to school with, girls who are maybe approaching that standard kind of just beyond the 30s lifestyle where everybody thinks you have to go off and settle in, wear a gingham dress, pop out a couple of kids. It's not like that anymore, people, and I'm not sure why this idea is still sticking around. Nonetheless, did also have a small panic before the logic set in. Maybe I'm missing out on something, and maybe I am too comfortable in my single years. So I made the colossal rookie error of signing up to Match.com. No, don't worry. I actually I wimped out at the point where you had to pay, which I don't know how much that says about me and how I'm feeling about meeting people. Before I got to the point of wimping out, it struck me what I was doing. I was looking at reams of men who I don't know why they were signed up to Match.com. Maybe they were very shy, introvert boys, which is lovely, and that's fine because they will absolutely come with their own positives. And maybe they were too. Okay, no, maybe they hadn't had very good experience in relationships, or didn't know how to conduct this in a real life situation. And there are many reasons for people going on Match.com, but then when you're on the other end and you're looking for somebody to meet, what I was doing was seeing whether I liked the look of the guy, and then whether what he'd put in this little bio box was right for me. Now, I don't know if you've noticed, everybody, but people can lie on the internet. People lie a lot on the internet. And surely that is every reason just to stick to real life and really try hard to meet somebody that way, because it's hard enough judging who's good for you and not good for you when you know them in person, let alone via the internet. There's just too much that can be set up, I think. What the thing is with Match.com is that even though I haven't paid for the service, and even though I'm not actually using the service because I got too scared and then decided to vlog about it, is that they will entice you to get back on board with it and then pay for the service and try and, get set on your Match.com experience by letting people wink at you. You can get a wink. Get a cheeky wink. No one wants a wink from me. And they can email you. Various little gestures that you can do, kind of like on Facebook, you'd like something. And then Match.com will email you every time that happens, just so you're very aware that there's action happening on your profile. There's the manpower waiting for me over there. And I'm getting about 20 emails a day, so apparently I did something right. And maybe the thong picture that I popped up there didn't help. That was a lie. See what I mean by people lying on the internet? Clearly it's gone well, but actually I don't think there's a website or a TV programme or generally just any element of other person pressure that's going to make me less comfortable with being single for the time being, and more to the point, nothing that's going to force me into the arms of somebody that might or might not work out. There's just too much more to do with life that's worth living to be bothered about that. And if someone's going to come along, that means that they've naturally come along, and so they've been a natural involvement in my life already. And if that works out into a situation where I'm going to get a relationship out of it, then it's probably got a much better chance of working than me actively feeling pressured to go out and meet somebody, but through whatever means. That's what I've concluded with my little Match.com and Mr. and Mrs. experience. Oh, and one thing, when you do meet somebody, you know when you've got the little daily text that you do, must come across exciting, must come across like a person that they want to carry on chatting to and being involved with, and maybe we'll pop out for a drink, maybe we'll do that, pop out down the pub, love, you alright, let's see what's going on here, all that. Well, when you typing out a text and something exciting happened, and something exciting has happened, and you want to get down with it. You want to share how outgoing you are and excited about this thing, and so you start writing in capitals. We've all written in capitals, right, to portray excitement. Well, when you do that, why don't autocorrect your capitals? Because what it does actually doesn't give you a little red line, because it imagines that you're abbreviating things, and when you're not, so you do it, and in your excitement, you're not really going to double check, you're not going to proofread, you're going to send it, and so what actually comes out of the phone is complete bollocks, and the guy has no idea what you're talking about, so you just look a little bit mental. I would like to propose that Apple get on this, because, well, I'm an iPhone user, and that's where it's happening. Apple, please get on this, stop making me look like a lunatic to, well, everybody, because misspelled capital letters, they deserve a chance to be right. So that's the end of the first High TeaCast broadcast from myself. I am Leah Rice. You can find me on Twitter at Leah Rice. That's Leah, Lea, no H's or things. You can find the High TeaCast at TheHighTeaCast. And TheHighTeaCast.co.uk is definitely a website that you should check out, because that is where all my waking hours, all the effort goes into that site. Please check us out, and we'll see you next time.